Have a great evening. Have as good evening as I've got, because I've got two bloody amazing guitars here again, and a new bottle of whiskey, and a new amplifier. What a fucking amazing evening! So, Lord Rolly. Yeah, man, this is Gucci. So, could you hear this? I mean, seriously, when you play on a guitar and you can't choose which one is your favorite pickup position, as the bridge pickup sounds amazing. Have a listen. And then you switch to the in between position. It doesn't change the sound dramatically, and this is what I really like. So have a listen. Fuck, very sorry. Sounds crazy good, this guitar. I bet if I put a bit of chorus on it, it's gonna be John Scofield. Yeah, man, I like this guitar so much. First of all, have a marvelous evening, guys. Have a great evening. Have as good evening as I've got, because I've got two bloody amazing guitars here again, and a new bottle of whiskey, and a new amplifier. What a fucking amazing evening! So, yeah, I think we can call this episode Rolly's threesome again because, or even better, Rolly's 335 some, or Rolly's 335 some. What the heck I'm talking about again? Sorry, mate. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So, two amazing guitars tonight. 2018 Gibson ES-335 figured with the very sexy looking figured maple top and back look, fantastic looking brand new guitar. And on my left, this is a Gibson ES-335 historic 1963 reissue VOS. So two completely different models. I mean, both of them are 335s, my favorite guitars of all time, but there are significant differences between the two instruments, and tonight this is going to be a long video. I'm going to tell you all the differences, what I know, what I feel, what I hear. I think the feel is as important as the sound, so you can check a lot of videos online. If you not in the lucky situation of trying all these guitars out in a shop or anywhere, no one's gonna tell you the difference between the difference in feel, and that is, I don't know, almost as important as the sound of the guitar and the look of the guitar, because there are certain elements on both of the guitars what completely changes the difference in feel as well and in sound as well. And yeah, let me try to explain these differences to you. So it's gonna be a long one. If you wanna have a video, if you wanna check a video where I only play on the instruments, check my other ones. I'm gonna upload some, as I call, all playing, no talking shit videos with both of the guitars. But this is gonna be a long review videos, and yeah, I try to find some issues on them, as I always try to be that honest with the guitars I've got here. And yeah, let's start. Oh, let's start with the whiskey. So this is my favorite whiskey called Lafroig. Check this out. Sorry, English is not my first language, so it's hard to speak English, and especially hard to pronounce Scottish words like that. But they try to explain it to me how to pronounce this word, Lafroig. Very amazing whiskey. If you like very smoky but smooth whiskies, this is the daddy, I think. Yeah, and they got a bloody amazing marketing. Sorry talking shit, but who cares? Who cares? So they got a bloody amazing marketing idea, which is, if you buy a bottle of this, I already bought about 2 or 3, or yeah, at least 3 bottles just because of this. Check this out. So if you buy a bottle of Lafroig, you're gonna get a piece of land on that island in Scotland where they produce this whiskey. What the fucking amazing marketing! I never heard anything like this before. So I bought at least 3 bottles of these. I bought one for my dad as well for Christmas. He was so happy with the fact that he got a piece. Okay, it's not a big one. It's just some marketing bollocks. But officially, you get a piece of certificate that piece of land on that island where they produce this, it's yours. So I got 3 little pieces of that island. So Lord Rolly. Yeah, man, this is Gucci. So 1963 reissue model and 2018 figured. Let's start from the top in differences. Let's start from the top to the bottom. Tuning pegs on the 63. Obviously, they try to replicate, make it as retro, as vintage as possible. So it has the different tuners, and most importantly, immediately feel the difference in neck shape. So that has a tiny bit. We are not talking about, I mean, serious difference. A tiny bit. This one is thicker, so it's more, the C curve is more pronounced on this one. But I kind of prefer. I like chunky. I like massive chunky necks. I don't have any problem playing on an R7 or R8 or R9 Gibsons. Yeah, those have big chunky necks, and this is very very nice. So yeah, this has a slightly bigger neck. Frets are the same. As far as I know, the nut is bone nut as well. Not a big difference there. Another one, and this is kind of interesting thing, the treatment or the dye what they put on the neck, it's called aniline dye. You don't get that on the figured 2018 model, but you get it on here, and it just emphasizes that very nice Gibson vanilla smell. All vintage Gibsons all got that interesting, nice feel, and I think that thingy. Sorry, I'm just a guitarist. I can't tell you exactly what the heck is aniline dye, but I always immediately notice it when I got a guitar here which has that on it, and yeah, and I feel the difference, and I like it really much. So they put that thing on this aniline dye, so bigger neck, different tuning pack, so quite a lot of difference, and we haven't reached the body. Very important difference, and I think that causes quite significant difference in the sound is long neck tenon and the hot height glue fitting. So they don't use that extra modern super glue what they use on the new Gibsons, but they use that old, I think it's animal based or something like that, some crazy glue what they use in the old. So this is much more period core, much more vintage, and the whole acoustic sound of the guitar is different. Plus, same pickups though, these MHS pickups, this historic spec. Not a bad thing about them. I'm gonna explain the difference later. Yeah. So same pickups. The bridge is completely different. I mean, this has the nylon saddles, and those are cool. Those make the guitar sound softer. I think that's how I felt. Plus, this VOS treatment makes the finish probably a tiny bit lighter or thinner. That makes a difference as well. And I think, yeah, I think that's all. But this guitar has a bit softer sound, but in the same time it's a bit duller as well. So it doesn't have that much presence and that much treble. And yeah, have a listen to the other one. That sounds really good. It's a completely different approach. That is a bit more modern, but probably a bit wider spectrum. I'm gonna demonstrate it. So this is how this guitar sounds just on clean. Same pickup. Try to play the same thing. I wouldn't say this guitar sounds worse than that one. I think this guitar sounds amazing as well. I can't, probably I won't be able to decide which one I prefer. I don't know. This sounds as good as the other. It's a bit faster, probably because of the titanium bridge that is quite different. it's a bit faster, more attacky, and it has a bit more presence as well. This is high here, this is what I hear. Did you hear that? Now this is what I'm talking about, that extra edge on the top, and I think that top comes from the titanium bridge. Yeah, by the way, this has a thinner neck. I can feel that. I like these tuners. Nothing wrong with those tuning pegs. Grover. Nice. Yeah. This is a bit lighter as well, I think. I've never cared about the weight of the guitar. Yeah, action, fretwork, nicely rolled fretboard edge, all kind of the same. Yeah, the difference is this has a bigger neck, older style, vintage tuning pegs, hot height glue, and aniline dye and VOS treatment, but this latest model got everything what we need from a 335. It sounds bloody amazing. Let me play the same chord progression with all the pickup combination. Have a listen. And guys, how do you like my new amplifier? I mean, I really dig these sort of boutique style little combos. I think probably this is the best 1x12 combo I ever had in my life. I mean, seriously, I had, let's go. I started with Mesa Boogie Mark 1s, Mark 2, Mark 3. I had Mark 5. I don't know how many Mark 5s I had. I really like Mark 5s amps. I had a Tonking Imperial, that was great. I had Batcat, obviously Fender Twin, Fender Princeton, Fender Deluxe Reverb, Super Reverb. I had all sorts of combo amplifiers, but this is probably the best one in terms of what sort of features it has and the quality of the sound. And yeah, let me tell you why. So, and even Two Rock amps made famous by John Mayer. His Continuum album, I don't know, I listened to it at least 100 times in my life. That sound is bloody amazing. Dumble, Two Rock, all sorts of fantastic guitar sounds there. Yeah, Two Rock is like kind of Fender Dumble style amp on the clean side. And even in the Two Rock range, this model called Sensor, this is by the way the 50 watt version, so it's a very high powered version. There are so many 22 and 35 watts on the market, especially from the Studio Pros and the other models, but Jet 35, Jet 22, I saw a lot of them on eBay and everywhere else, but it's quite hard to find a higher powered one with much bigger headroom and with the proper 6 valves and things like that. So this is the 50 watt version. Mamma mia, what a sound. So yeah, the clean, so this, even in the Two Rock range, this is a quite interesting amplifier because it has cascading gain stage and it doesn't have reverb in it. Yeah, okay, don't kill me, it doesn't have reverb. It doesn't have reverb deliberately because they designed at Two Rock, they designed this amp for those people who really want to use very high quality digital reverb pedals and like Strymons. What I got here, I got a Strymon Blue Sky, a Strymon El Capistan, and a Strymon Ola here. So this sort of new era, very high quality digital reverb. So this has probably the best effects loop what I ever heard in my life. I mean, I compared this this amp's FX loop with my Mark I King Snake, and I used to have a Friedman here that had a very great one, but this has probably, I think, the best FX loop. I think they spend as much time on just designing the FX loop as probably this whole circuit, because the FX loop on this amp, at first it's got a series and parallel switch, which is very good. It has a level for the send, level for the return, so you can really tweak the signal and through the FX loop. Plus, it's a buffered valve-driven FX loop, so crazy, right? There's a dedicated valve just for the bloody FX loop. What? Yeah. So 2 channels as well. I really like 2 channel amps because I don't have to use my overdrive pedals at all, because this has a very famous custom reverb, you know, that is, or classic reverb, that is the most famous two rock big clean amplifier, and the clean channel of this amp came from that line, so it's based on that. It has that fantastic, very bloomy, very airy, clean sound, very high quality. And the other side is a cascading gain, so it's very high gain. It's quite rare. Probably this amp has the highest gain from the whole Two Rock line. Have a listen. Sorry, just for a pic. So this is how the clean sound. Overdrive channel. And I haven't spent too much time because it just arrived a few days ago, so I usually have to spend at least a few weeks with an amplifier, take it to the studio where I play with my band, with the loud drummer and things like that, because obviously these amps react to the environment differently. So this sounds differently through my 2 notes torpedo load box. It sounds differently on a very quiet level, and it sounds differently cranked. So I have to spend time with it just to figure out what do I like, what not. So this is, look, over the EQ in the middle. I just didn't spend too much time with it, and I'm very happy with the sound. So I like this very juicy, very, I don't know how to explain, very juicy gain. What I think you can't get from just from a pedal. And the gain is kind of a bit more than halfway now, and it's very dark, so I like very dark sounding lead tone. So this is if I turn it down, this is gonna be the darkest sounding if you prefer this. If I start to increase the presence on the overdrive sounds, this is in the middle, so I think this is the flat response. I don't know why, I like dark sounding lead sound. Let's play the same shit on the other guitar. The same setup, just literally just unplug the other guitar. Same beat bridge pickup. It's significant difference. Did you hear it? It's a bit focused, so I think less bass and less stop end, like, so the EQ curve is like this, so like, by the other one the EQ curve is much wider. I think it has a bit more treble and a bit more bass as well, and not much middle. This has a bit more mid by. How do you like it, guys? Let me know, just comment it. I'm very interesting. How do you like the to rock? Mamma mia, what an amp. Have a listen to this beautiful reverb. this is why a great effects loop is very important when you use like this sort of Strymon pedals, because it doesn't cook up the original sound. That's the right word. So if I turn the reverb completely off, so this is the dry signal. If I turn this by the way, now this reverb is quite a lot, so the mix button is quite up, just for this sort of shimmering style. Yeah, so it's very nice. It's the same sound but affected beautifully. So it's quite important to have a fantastic effects loop when you want to experiment with this sort of Strymon and or also all these new modern digital. Thank you guys, this was it for tonight with the release 335 sum or 335 sum or whatever, what the heck I'm talking about. So yeah, this was it. Thanks. Let me know how did you like, which guitar you prefer. Let me know how do you like the Turok, how do you like the Lafroig if you tried. And please subscribe. Thanks a lot. Peace and rock music.